really excited to host this event. So just really briefly, this is going to be the agenda for today. So we will start sharing the main insights of Colombia's startup ecosystem rankings. And then we will welcome Sergio Zúñiga. He's the Director of Entrepreneurship and Innovation at Cámara de Comercio de Cali, to talk more in detail about Cali's ecosystem. And then last but not least, obviously we're going to welcome our pitching startups, where our RCL, Eli David, is going to join us, bring in a wealth of experience on startup mentoring. So before I handed it over to Sergio, we would like to remind you that StartupBlink, we're a startup ecosystem map and research center, and basically what we work to uncover the momentum of startups globally to accelerate their growth, basically. So to achieve this, we use our own proprietary algorithms where we evaluate and rank more than 1,000 cities and 100 countries. So here we can see, if we focus on the performance of Colombia, for example, we see a slight downward momentum versus 2021 and 2020. So there's been a drop of 13 positions globally. This trend seems to replicate over the main Colombian cities, except for Cali, which experienced an uplift of 32 positions versus last year. And Bogota has maintained a strong 77 position globally and first nationally. Now, if we drill down a bit to the city level, we can see that Bogota is ranking 77 worldwide. It's the top city nationally, and regionally is placed number 4 in South America. When we see at the overperforming verticals and industries of the ecosystem, we see that e-commerce and retail is quite strong, as well as fintech and as well as transportation. You can also see the numbers there, how each one of these verticals is placed worldwide. Now, if we look at Cali, we see that Cali is placed on worldwide at position 298, sorry. Nationally is third, as we saw in the previous chart, and regionally in South America is position number 14th with a positive momentum of 2 spots. So in Cali, we see that the top performing verticals are education, marketing and sales, and hardware and IoT. And you can also see there how it's performing worldwide. And we highlighted that these are the main or the notable startups in Cali. So we have Piwa, Drora, and Suiset. So to talk more in detail about Cali's ecosystem, I would like to welcome Sergio Zúñiga. He's the Director of Entrepreneurship and Innovation and Cámara de Comercio. Now, Sergio, if you can please raise your hand, and I can, let me see if I can find you here. Okay. Sergio, okay. Okay.
Well,
hi,
thank
Sergio.
you very much, Omar. Hi, how are you?
Very good, thanks. Thank you very much for joining us today.
No, come on, it is a pleasure.
Okay, so now.
Well, so thank you very much. Now I'm host, so I can share my screen as well, so I can introduce the Cali ecosystem right now.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So, yeah, yes. Okay. So please let me share my screen right now. Are you seeing it right now?
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much again, Omar, and all StartupBlink team. I see Ellie as well there. So thank you very much for having us into account for this conversation today. We are very honored, and I'm very glad to be this highlighted ecosystem this time. So happy to talk about what is happening right now in Cali and why it's becoming one of the most alluring ecosystems in Latin America specifically. And according to your data, or what you have been presenting in terms of ranking, we are sure that in few years we will be joining the top 10 ecosystems in Latin America, because what we are seeing or what we are expecting is that this ecosystem will keep growing and will keep attracting new players in order to achieve our goals. Certainly, we are not alone in this process. We definitely need more players to be allocated, especially from abroad, because that's something that we still think that we are missing right now. So these type of spaces, these connections, and certainly being part of a StartupBlink is also helpful for us in order to, um, I mean, have this exposure to the world, and so people can know that there is an ecosystem here that is growing, that is included in this well-known ranking, and that they can explore different opportunities with us. So thank you very much again for letting us have this exposure and letting us speak today. So the first thing that we have to mention is that Cali is one of the few cities in Latin America that has been declared from different perspectives one of the most creative cities in the world, especially in the digital arts. Specifically, UNESCO declared a couple of years ago the first Latin American capital to be declared as a creative district of creative digital district. That's very important to mention, and this is giving the opportunity to many people here to start creating in a different way, or to explore creativity from the digital arts, and exploring the opportunity to be entrepreneurs from a cultural perspective. And this is a trend that is growing right now. It's also a sport capital, so we recently host a huge event or competition, which is the Pan American for youth people, Pan American sports, and the opportunity also to start exploring new areas of entrepreneurial activity within sports. And it's been, of course, recognized around the world as the salsa capital, which makes a very fun city as well. I mean, it's not a matter of like how creative the people is, how sport it is, but also how joyful is to live in Cali. So it's a city where people locate, comes from a road, but definitely they don't want to live because there is a lot of fun and a lot of healthy living here in the city. But talking about entrepreneurial activity in terms of numbers, the Chamber of Commerce has been leading the growth of the ecosystem since 8 years ago, where they started to, within its strategy, to include entrepreneurial activity as one of the most important acceleration of the economic activity in the city. So this is something that we started 8 years ago. Definitely we are not alone, but we had to first create the ecosystem, and right now we are sort of an integrator, or more an articulator of the ecosystem right now. We don't see ourselves as an ecosystem replacement or something like that. I mean, that will be a huge mistake, but rather to activate or to accelerate that ecosystem as fast as we can, because right now the world's demanding more, more active and more impactful ecosystems right now. Since that, we have been assisting more than 2,000 entrepreneurs within this journey. And as a result of that, of course, we have a growing enterprises, we have a striving enterprises, but again, a different type of programs that can support from a financial point of view, but also a non-financial support to these entrepreneurs right now. And since that, when we started, I mean, we had like different programs that helps to accelerate, but also to scale all these startups. But at the same time, we had to create the first investors network in the city, and that investor network is Pollux, that is integrated by more than 50 investors, from business angels till corporate investors, and also small funds that are operating right now in the region and allocating these first capitals. Especially we are talking about seed and pre-seed rounds that can be possible right now in Cali. We still need to have like bigger funds in order to keep investing in our local entrepreneurs. However, what we have seen is that the startups that start like getting the first rounds in Cali, they jump immediately to the United States, Central America, or even Europe in order to get the follow-on rounds. In that sense, we are a good seeder for these following rounds in the world. And like right now, there are a few funds around the world that are starting to see the quality of these investments. So we are giving that label of quality for these entrepreneurs in order to keep leveraging the dollars that they need in order to keep growing. Also, we have been creating the capabilities in order to help these entrepreneurs to keep growing, not just from the financial perspective, but also from the side of non-financial help. So we have been working with more than 139 consultants and 176 mentors that right now they are not just donating their time, but also working on keeping a sustainable business model in order to work with these entrepreneurs and also expanding this impact that we can create. And as you mentioned before, we see this coincidentally, we are talking about the same startups that are right now on the spot and are highlighted as good, successful cases. But this is very important to highlight what makes us so different as the rest of the different ecosystems around the world. We know that sometimes we tend to copy different type of ecosystems where high tech or deep tech startups are helped, and this what's making all these ecosystems so successful. In another type of scale, what we figure out is what type of startups are the most successful in the region and why they are so different from the others around the world. And we figure out that startups with an innovative component, even though the majority of them are on traditional sectors such as manufacture, agriculture, and food, they are growing very fast, and they are the ones that grow the most and generate the greatest impacts in terms of employment, profits, and sales. And since there are a few of them, the success of Cali entrepreneurial ecosystem has been first to be able to identify them, select them very well, and allocate all these type of resources that I previously mentioned in order to create those incentives and to scale them and accelerate them. And what we have seen is that even though they start, or they can start as a very traditional enterprise, they become entrepreneurs or entrepreneurial mindset within them, and they start to grow immediately right away. I will show you some figures and some numbers on how this is behavior is becoming a trend right now. So we can definitely consolidate an ecosystem, understanding all these variables that makes these entrepreneurs so successful. And we have like two main or two highly qualified programs in order to accelerate them first, which is Valle, and now they have changed it a little bit because of the government help that has been allocated to this program. And this one, we figure out a way to cost efficiently how to accelerate in a big scale many of regional startups as possible. So right now we are undertaking this challenge to accelerate in 1 year something around 320 entrepreneurs, not just in Cali, but around the world with this methodology that is like it's a tenth of the price of a regular acceleration program from abroad, but doing it locally and having a major impact on doing it that way. And the second one is Valle Impacta, which is for scale ups, how to escalate faster and again, generating the most efficient way, most impact as possible. And these two programs has been identified as one of the top 5 acceleration and scale programs in Latin America, according to Crunchbase. And well, I mean, we can see that here the impact is that if we are really good at helping those that have this innovation type of mindset and I mean, whatever they are trying to innovate in, if they have that component and we are very good at selecting them, even though they are in a very traditional sector, they can definitely have more impact and can scale as fast as possible. Here are some successful stories. We are talking about Fructal, which is a fruits and vegetables on demand to go delivery system that has been very successful recently, and in the first year projecting sales over 100K, and they are related with the top, somehow related with another big players in the ecosystem such as Rappi, which is the one of our biggest unicorn in the region, and the first unicorn in Colombia. And how they start to make impact in the numbers, in how many customers they attend, but also the impact on how they can have impact in the local economy, such as working with the small farmers in the region and help them to have their products quickly and fresher as possible to the more demanding uh, customers. Again, here this looks like a anti-trend if you look different type of ecosystems around the world that are again so focused on deep tech or like really big technologies such as biotechnology or artificial learning and machine learning and so on. We are mainly located in manufacture and services. Of course, we are attending technology and commerce. Also, just to mention that this is a creative city, it has sense that to have also creative economy startups working here that are escalating as well, construction, transport, agriculture, and recently, most recently, starting to have a new type of startups that are working on the field of renewables or health tech or circular economy and fintech. And the impact of this is that we have like companies that scale very quickly, but they not just scale in terms of gross numbers, but also in terms of profitability. 266% of profitability once they joined our programs, such as this company, Greens Assistance, that quickly overcame this barrier of the hundreds of thousands to millions of US dollars sold in the very few years after being part of the program Valle Impact. Claxon as well, very quickly, and this is very steep way on growing very fast after joining one of our programs. So this is very happy for us to show you how this ecosystem is developing and how to inspire more entrepreneurs around the world to join Cali ecosystem, to come work with us. Also investors around the world that wants to have a diverse portfolio, but at the same time profitable portfolio, which is something different from just having tracking numbers or sales numbers. And whatever you want to do with us, we will be happy to join the conversation. Here are my contacts, and happy to keep on this conversation. Thank you very much again for your space here.
Thank you, Sergio. Eli here. Really nice presentation. I wanted to ask you, considering that we have a few dozens of foreign entrepreneurs here, a surprise question. Probably in times of COVID, it's a little bit complicated, but do we have, you mentioned that Rappi, one of the most amazing unicorns in South America, has origins in Cali. Just to explain to people what is the potential, the massive potential of the city. I can say basically that we in StartupBlink are working with many cities, and the energy that derives from the chambers of commerce of Cali and the ecosystem developers, there is a lot going on there. It's a really serious ecosystem, and I think not a lot of people know about it. I was kind of wondering, what are our future plans for like why should, first of all, why should a foreign entrepreneur consider arriving to Cali, either people from South America or from outside of South America? Do we have any incentives? And you already mentioned the salsa, but do we have anything else on, I don't know, cost of living or anything that you want to tell us about? Why should people should actually put Cali for a place of maybe relocating to? So maybe you can share a little bit on this.
Absolutely, and thank you very much for this question. And you just mentioned few. I mean, some of them, yeah, definitely. all these entrepreneurs that are already originally from Cali are starting to create a network with entrepreneurs in order to help them to grow as well. And whenever a Caleño is pitching in front of different investors, they also send these investors to the other startups that are growing right now in order to access to these investors. So first, the network. This is a very powerful network of entrepreneurs that are from Cali that are starting to integrate entrepreneurs here. So it doesn't matter if they come from another cities or another part of the world. The second thing is that we are starting to create more incentive for investors to be located in Cali. We are going to create the first accelerator program for investors. So I haven't seen another program like that in the world. So this is going to incentivize more investors to join Cali and to locate here. Certainly, the cost of living is a fraction of the cost of living in another ecosystem. So even, it's cheaper than Bogota, it's cheaper than Medellin, which are the other large ecosystems here in Colombia. So being located here is definitely is cheap. The weather is mild. The fun that you can have, you already mentioned that. But at the same time, the Chamber of Commerce is committed to do this soft landing for entrepreneurs very easy. So once they are in contact with us and they want to join us, we can go and like explaining to them, how things culturally work, economically work, how they can register very quickly a company here, how can they start, how can they have a bank account as fast as possible in order to start operating, and all these different programs that they can join. We can help them in that way in order to have to do the soft landing.
So I'm really hoping some people would consider Cali as an ecosystem. You're gonna have help from the chambers of commerce. You're gonna have a vibrant community. You're gonna go to the origins of Rappi. You have a lot of reasons to arrive, and you can also learn salsa. So you have so many reasons. Great cost of living, by the way. I traveled there. Great weather. So that's great. So yeah, I see that we have M10 that is saying that he's moving to Cali. So please arrive and you'll be more than welcome. It's a good place to build a startup. Great, excellent. So Omar, what's next on our agenda? I guess, of course, the pitching events and so maybe you can give us a few words on a little bit what's next or what to expect next.
Yeah, sure. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you to Sergio for joining us and congratulate him and his amazing achievement on the performance for his ecosystem. I am pretty sure that next year results are going to be amazing. So keep up the good work there, Sergio. Thanks a lot. And now it's time to move on to the pitching session. Remember, we have 2 startups lined up. The idea is for these startups to spend a maximum of 4 minutes doing the elevator pitch. So unfortunately, we have one of the startups cannot join in the end. So sorry about that. And please make the most of this opportunity to get feedback from the experts like Ellie, to improve your pitch, connect with other entrepreneurs, local thought leaders on the ecosystem. And that's it. So I think we can hand it over to the first pitcher, which is Maria Isabel Montes de Oca. She is the co-founder and CEO of Tuali. Can you raise your hand, Maria Isabel, so we can promote you as a panelist, please?
I'll just say before we do that, first of all, we have we're really hoping for a little bit of also help from the crowd on helping, on basically helping us a little bit on giving tips to the brave people that are interested interested in pitching. So the idea is for us to also help the entrepreneurs of Cali to give them a little bit of tips, and of course connect with them. If you think that they're doing interesting things, please let us know. And I think Maria, I can see you in the chat, so you're gonna go first. And if I'm not mistaken, okay, we have also Anna from Tuali. So let me quickly promote Anna. So just a second. And once again, from our dear crowd, if you have feedback or whatever comes to mind, let us know. That's one of the reasons why we open this, is to help startups grow. We do pitching events constantly. And now we're going to do more of them, and the idea is to give a little bit of feedback for the brave people that are interested to pitch. So Anna, we're moving to you. Hello.
Hi everyone, I'm Ana from Tuali. We're located in Cali, Colombia, and we're very glad to speak to you today. And I hope you will get as excited as we are with our project. So let me start sharing and having my timer on. Ready? So everyone seeing my screen? Okay.
Good to go. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. So hello again. I'm Ana from Tuali, the beauty platform that will give you the power of feeling how you wish. We are moving from a mobile application offering standardized home delivery beauty services to become the beauty platform of Latin America. How are we doing this? We are including in our business model all of the relevant parties related to the beauty sector, which are beauty salons, barbers, spas, independent beauty providers. So to make them our allies in order for us to become the Treatwell, Booksy, or Fresha of Latin America. These are worldwide platforms that connect beauty providers with their clients and platforms that have operations in Asia, Europe, and North America. But they have no operation in Latin America, so we have a great opportunity here. It's important to point out that Fresha and Booksy both raised independently $70 million for their market growth, for their company's growth last year. So, Tuali makes users' life easier because it's a simple, easy to use, and convenient way of finding, booking, paying the beauty service of your choice. It's open 24/7, and it's as easy as in one click. On the other hand, it solves our allies' booking problem that they currently have by, again, offering them a simple, easy-to-use platform with bookings available 24/7 and with a marketing model that will allow them to centralize all of their bookings channels through us. That means that they don't have to worry anymore about organizing their WhatsApps, their social media messages, their phone calls to their personal numbers, etc., thus increasing their bookings, their clients, their marketing, and having more control of their business. All of this will result in a business growth for them. Our business model continues to be super simple. We continue to have our service at home delivered by our beauty professionals, plus we're adding all of our allies in order to have more happy and more recurrent users in our platform. We have 3 income sources. 22% that we have on each order delivered by our at-home service, a monthly fee of $12 charged to all of our allies that are using the platform, and we're charging a 35% of the first-time order ticket value to all of the new clients that are obtained through Tuali. Our Latin American market, 420 million people, $9 billion US. We are targeting the 3 main cities in Bogota, Cali, Bogota, and Medellin, cities with 30 million people and 22,000 beauty establishments. The market value is $280 million plus 2.9 million given by the monthly fee. The 280 million is calculated with this 35% I told you before, and we're considering that one new client can be new 6 times in a year. We're asking $450K to invest 54% in technology, 41% in growth, and 5% in overhead. We have great traction, 200,000 orders, a GMV of $2.1 million in bookings, 64,000 clients, and 1,500 beauty professionals. An excellent record of, we have our record GMV last year in December, even higher than the pre-COVID levels that we had. We had a very nice exponential growth, and the number we had in 1 month was $100,000. We continue to have this trend in January and in February, and this super trend is given mainly because of the GMV of the allies. So I hope you're ready to meet the team. Here's Maria Montes de Oca, David Jimenez, and Ana Zuluaga. Some of our advisors, Tania Zapata, Nils Van Duren, and Miguel Pla. And we're inviting you to make history. We're inviting you to become part of the new era of beauty in Latin America. We are inviting you to become part of our team, and we hope to see you soon as a Tuali team. Welcome to Tuali. Thank you very much. So I hope you're excited. I am, though.
It's a great pitch. Great pitch, Ana Maria. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed it. I've seen a lot of pitches, really liked the creativity that you displayed here. It's a scalable business model, which is something that obviously investors love. And I think I would like to invite anyone in the audience to ask questions to Ana Maria, whether you want to be a client, whether you want to be an investor, or anything. Just make the most out of this opportunity.
I see that we also have Elizabeth Green here, so from GS Ventures. So already hoping, Elizabeth, that you would find a few startups that you're interested in. Feel free, by the way, to share your contact details, Elizabeth. So if anyone wants to pitch you with their Latin startup, I know that we have founders in the crowd. Feel free. Anna, great pitch, and it's really nice to see that that you have a majority of women founders in Tuali. So it's just shows how inclusive and strong is the ecosystem in Cali. No, absolutely great. Omar, is there anything that you that came to mind that you would advise? I really like the graphics and everything. It's a very professional pitch. So yeah.
No, there is one question, Ana Maria, from the audience. Is the monthly charge mandatory to use the service?
It's charged to our allies, not to the end user. And yes, what we're doing is it's a really small monthly charge. You know, it's like $12. That's nothing. But what we want them to feel is that they have to actually, that it's worth it, you know, but $12, it's really easy to pay from all of our allies. But the end user doesn't pay anything, it's free. We're just giving them the service of, we're making the life easier, you know, because you don't have to call your beauty professional and then you call the other one and wait for them to give you an appointment. So it's easy, it's just in one click. You don't know the application from all, it's easy to download, and no, it's fun, no? And you have all of the options in the app. So it's easy.
And this is great. And if we have some pitching experts in the crowd, if you have any advice about how to make those pitches better, Anna is now going to Anna and Maria are going to speak with a lot of investors, I guess, right now. So if you have any advice on what would you improve, also feel free to give this feedback. Back to you, Omar.
Sure. Now, if there are no more questions from the crowd, Ana Maria, I would encourage you to put your contact details on the chat. So anyone can contact you, or you can just add your LinkedIn profile if you wish, your email. If anyone wants to follow up with, in the future, it would be nice to keep in touch on the chat.
Perfect. I would love to hear from all you guys soon, and really, we're really excited with the project. We are really seeing good numbers. We're really like, you know, we know it's an excellent opportunity. It's an excellent opportunity to invest with us, and we're hard workers. We are really like very energetic, as you can see. So I'm trying to be good now. So yes, You feel free to contact us whenever you want. And I see someone is asking what tuali means. Actually, it's your beauty ally. In Spanish, it's tu aliado. You know, tu aliado.
Okay.
So it's like your ally. That's what
that's
it
good.
means.
That's very good. Really good.
Okay.
So
So again,
congrats,
thank you very much. So thank you very much. Again, feel free to contact us, and we're ready to speak to you whenever you want. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Ana Maria. I was just thinking out loud, now that Sergio and the Chamber of Commerce of Cali is making a big push towards driving and bringing new investors to the country, I think it could be a good timing for you guys to get in touch, because obviously there's going to be a big push and big efforts towards bringing the other field of the ecosystem. Is not just the startup side, but also the investment side. The Chamber of Commerce, it looks like they're moving in that direction. So I think the timing is great for you to ping Sergio and say, okay, just this is my pitch. So this is what we do. This is my elevator pitch. If you can get me in touch with any of your connections. So I think in the end, networking works, and just make the most out of this session.
Okay, thank you, Sergio. I'll get in touch with you then soon.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ana Maria.
Thank you, Sergio. Thank you, Ana Maria. Thank you very much. And I think let's move to the next presenter, Lina Aramburu, co-founder and CEO of EcoBot. Eli,
So I'm
please,
gonna
if you can promote,
Lina.
Lina.
Hi everyone.
Hi, Lina.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, loud and clear.
Well, thank you very much for the invitation. Should I start now? Okay, I'm gonna share my screen.
The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna share my screen, and I'm gonna start with a short video, and then I'll tell you the rest. Wait, I forgot to share the audio. Here it goes.
Es una muy buena iniciativa porque digamos que apoya y contribuye con el medio ambiente.
Pues primero muy bueno por el medio ambiente, me encanta. Y uno sabe que en cualquier éxito lo puede hacer.
Porque así uno puede venir, recicla y de paso gana un bonito. Pues está bien.
Es una iniciativa genial y pues es una manera como más interactiva de reciclar, como más divertida.
Pues me parece increíble que empresas tan grandes como ellas quieran ayudar al planeta e incentivar a las personas a que reciclen, ¿sí?
Es una marca que tú desde pequeño la estás viendo y que incentives cosas así para que cuiden el planeta, pues parece maravilloso.
Interesantes porque todavía vienen esos frascos plásticos, pues buenísimo que uno pueda reciclar todos esos frascos y que sean ustedes mismos los que estén en esa campaña.
El planeta es de todos y hay que cuidarlos entre todos.
Okay, well, what you just saw in the video, it's EcoBot. I'm Lina Aramburu, CEO and co-founder of EcoBot. EcoBot is a company that my brother and I started almost 6 years ago as a result of our concern about the current environmental crisis. It is well known that we're facing a critical environmental situation. You'll probably know that we have 5 garbage patches in the oceans. Moreover, and most countries in the Americas have a plastic recycling rate lower than 14%, while other countries in Europe are reaching 60%. So that is why we created EcoBot, which is a way to promote cultural changes and recycling culture by promoting recycling and connecting brands with people throughout sustainable actions. So EcoBot, as you saw in the video, are machines located inside crowded places such as universities, malls, and supermarkets, where anyone can take their containers, deposit them, and receive discount coupons from allied brands as a reward. Everything that reaches EcoBot, it's donated to different social foundations, waste pickers associations, and other allied organizations. With this, in addition to the environmental impact, we are achieving an important social impact. At EcoBot, we recycle different types of materials. We recycle plastic bottles, house cleaning products containers, plastic bottles filled with flexible packaging, and Tetra Pak containers. Currently, we have over 100 EcoBot locations in Colombia, Costa Rica, and Guatemala. We're this week starting also in Ecuador. And the way we make money from EcoBot, our service, are these two. We offer to brands and companies green marketing services, and also the option to have an EcoBot on site at their companies' factories or stores. Yeah. These are some of our clients. They have hired what I just told you, and they collaborate with us because they are seeking for association with sustainability and brand positioning, interaction with different audiences in new spaces, advertising strategy perceived as an incentive, and also organic activity on social media. So this is EcoBot. We hope you like it. We hope you join us and help us promote recycling culture in LATAM and some other countries. These are our information, website, and social media so that you can follow us. Thank you very much.
So, really congrats on this. If you have someone from the crowd that want to give us feedback on this presentation, please do. The only missing information from me, Lina, was what are we looking for currently? What is your main focus? Are we looking for investors, for more corporations? What would be, when you're pitching your next pitches, who are you going to target, basically?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we didn't do like an investment pitch. It was just to share what we're doing. We're planning on growing to different countries. As I told you, we're starting this week in Ecuador. We're planning to span some other countries like Puerto Rico and the US. And we're starting to see how it works to receive an investment. We haven't yet. We have grown with our own resources and with the traction of the company. So we're just starting to see the investment part.
So Lina, we have someone as excited as you do from the audience asking about, first of all, feedback is saying that the idea is quite promising. The question is, what happens to the plastics once recollected?
Okay, so what happens that we, as EcoBot, we donate everything to different social foundations or waste pickers association. That's something that works in Latin America, that it's people who live through recycling. So we give them all the materials, and what they do is that they sell the materials so that we guarantee through them that everything is going to be transformed in new products. So we don't do it, we donate that, and through that we're achieving another impact, which is a social impact.
Nice. Thanks for answering, Lina. My feedback from me, I really like the presentation. I like the way how you started presenting the problem as a global problem, how you narrow it down, and then how you came with your solution, right? And how you plan to monetize it, but not just monetize it, but give it a sustainable view and giving it more of a, let's say, of an environmental view. So I like how you kind of gently combine the profitability and the impact on the environment and the sustainability. So from that point of view, and as Ellie said before, perhaps there's this missing gap about the financial side, but since you mentioned it was not like a pitching, this presentation was not meant to be looking for funding, then it makes sense that maybe you didn't include this slide. So from my point of view, I really like it. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see this kind of initiatives on this side of the ocean in Spain. And congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, congrats, Lina. And the demo video is really helpful to understand. So that's a real nice investment. I'm really glad, by the way, that the two startups that we had today actually are not only in the ID phase, but they're actually getting there, executing, cooperating, doing sales, and that's expanding to other countries as well. So just another demonstration of the potential of the Cali ecosystem. We can actually build really interesting things in Colombia. And an encouragement for everyone in the crowd. We have a lot of nice word for both those presentations from the people in the crowd. So really good and professional work as well. So good stuff, and congrats, Lina, for today.
Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Good. So I think we're done for today. This was a very interesting event for us. Hopefully, showing you a little bit the potential of the ecosystems in Cali. Why you should consider moving here. I've been in Cali for a few days. What a beautiful city, and such good energy. So we definitely recommend. And again, great startups have already been built there, so that's the place. Maybe that's the next station of our listeners, and that's basically it. I think we're done. Thanks again to Sergio for being here, for explaining us about the ecosystem, for making this event possible. We're gonna keep on doing those events for many ecosystems. We want to give you as many options, the listeners, as to where to relocate and where the places that are really interesting and not a lot of people know about. And Cali is definitely on the radar as a very overachiever place that goes places. Omar, any closing remarks before we?
No, I just want to thank everyone who is here. You all have a busy agenda, and thanks for finding time to share. It's ecosystem development. If it's our passion, this is what we do, and we're happy to help Sergio in this venture. And I hope everyone enjoyed these sessions. As Eddie said, we're going to keep on doing it with different ecosystems worldwide. And just feel free to share your thoughts. You can email us to startup. We're startuplink.com. You can email us. You can reach us on LinkedIn, Telegram, Twitter, any channel you're available. Feel free to give us your thoughts, how we can improve the sessions. And that's it. I want to just thank everyone for the time. That's it.
And we'll send an email to all the participants also with the YouTube recording and everything.
Correct.
So you have it, and we can stay in touch so once again, thank you everyone, and enjoy the rest of the day. Have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you very much. See ya.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Thank you very much.